Hello there, happy new week to you. Thank you so much for being with me on this edition of School of Purpose. Thank you so much for all the shares, all the likes. God bless you guys real big. How has been your Do It challenge? Today is our day 3 on this wonderful 21 days challenge. Make sure you are doing it because nothing changes until you change. Alright, so we're moving on to the last part of the Purpose series, which is recipes for purpose. There are a number of things we need to put together to be able to fulfill purpose. Even though you have discovered the purpose, you have known why, you've known the enemies of purpose. Now, how do you do it? I will look at some factors that are very important in fulfilling destiny or purpose, as it were. Please, if you have not seen the previous videos on this channel, please do make sure you check that out from part 1. This is part 6. Now, the first thing on the list is clarity of vision, which means where am I going to? What am I here for? What is the thing I want to achieve, so to say? Don't forget I told you that purpose is different from ambition, but it's possible that your ambition might actually coincide with your purpose. But the truth is you have to be clear of what you are going to do or where you are going to. Now let me say at this point here, if somebody mentions your name now, how many things come to their mind? Do they just feel like, okay, what does he do? What does she do? Or a number of things, or what? And preferably it should be a number of few things. It shouldn't be too much. Now, somebody once asked me and said, okay, how about if I have multiple talents? What do I do? Now, this is the idea. One of those talents will be the major one working for you right now. That is the one you should develop so much. Use that to make impacts. Then after you got to a level, then you can add up more to it. So like the normal exercise you're supposed to do first is write out the list of all those things you think you might be good at. Then with time, you'll be implementing them one by one. But you can't do all of them at the same time because you will probably get choked. The maximum you can use at the same time, maybe 2. I don't know if 3 can work at the same time. Please be known for something. If I mention Mark Zuckerberg, what comes to your mind? Facebook. The next thing after you have done with clarity of purpose is planning and strategy. Now, you've known this thing very sure. Okay, this is what I want to do. Good. I'm going to tech. Good. I'm going to be an athlete. Good. Now, the next thing you want to do is, how do I achieve it? For example, you want to be a singer. You have a good voice. You want to just be singing and be glorifying God with what you do. You might just tell yourself, okay, I have a long-term plan. I have a short-term plan. So in the next 5 years, I want to be featuring in Britain's Got Talent, American Idol, Nigerian Idol. That's your idol. Now, that's a long-term goal, but the short-term goal will be, okay, for the next 3 months, I want to know my basics in music. I want to know what key means, how to modulate, how to sing vibrato, all of those things. Good. Then in the next 6 months, after you're done with that, okay, you start listening to songs of your particular genre that you like. Maybe it is pop, it is soul, it is funk, I don't know. So you just want to be listening to the song now and you are scoring it. That's what you'll be doing. That's an example. So in the next 1 year now, you start applying to attend auditions. That's it. So you have to plan. And let me say this clearly. You don't plan in your head, you plan on paper. If it is common to all great people that they normally write, they have a vision board, then that means it is very important. So you should follow the same steps. Alright? The next step on the list is get mentors. Your root determines your fruit. And also who you look up to determines who you look like later. Now the idea is this: there's nothing totally new. There's somebody doing what you want to do as we speak. In fact, not somebody. There are people ahead of you that are doing what you want to do. So your job and my job is to understudy them. If you are not following anybody, you are not worthy to be followed. Every leader was once a follower. You discover your mentor by their testimony, by the happiness in their life. Please, not by what they say. See, it is important for you to differentiate what somebody is saying and what is happening to them. If they are saying it, if you cannot see the result of what they are saying, you can't follow such people. Just look at people that look like what you are looking for, not that say what you want to hear. And this is 2 different things. So sometimes we just want to see people say what we want to hear. Do they do what they are saying? Then, if they do what they are saying, and you can see the result you are looking for, follow them. That is how you discover your mentor anytime, any day. Discovering your mentor is not enough. Following them is not enough. Until you start doing what they do before you start seeing the result they see. I just hear people saying, this person is my mentor. This person that is saying this person is my mentor does not look in any way like the mentor is saying. If you say someone is your mentor, I should be able to see it in you. And you say he has been your mentor for years, it's a lie. I'm sorry to say that, because if this person is your mentor, you must replicate after they can. And it's the problem. Our generation knows how to just be eloquent. They can even quote the person. Quoting the person does not mean anything. Anybody can hear something and just say it. If you don't do what they did, you will not get the same result. So enough of just saying this person is my mentor. You say, what is this person my mentor? How many of his books have you read? They don't even know the full name of the person. So enough of just saying, so you just had a mentor say, so somebody just says something that you like, wow, and you just feel like that person is my mentor. You have not even studied the person deeply. Study them and see, are they doing what they are saying? Now, it's important to know that you don't need to know these people one-on-one. They don't even need to know you. Just go after their materials, their books, their audios, all of those, their videos, if there are any sort of thing for them. And the good thing is this age is so easy. Internet is there. The person you are looking for is there. So go after their materials, sit down with it, create a curriculum around it. I'm going to study this for some period of time. And let me say this, you may not have one mentor. Yes, you may have multiple mentors. I have mentors in this, I have mentors in that, I have mentors I have mentors in faith, I have mentors in business, I have mentors in academics. So you don't need to have just one mentor. You can't have one mentor. In fact, you have one mentor. Now, there can be one major mentor. For example, I have a major mentor that his life covers almost everything I do. But I still need to know more, so I needed to get more mentors in some other areas, so it's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong to have multiple mentors. But each of the mentors must have the result you are looking for. It's not they just say it, please. It's not that they say it. They must do it. Not only do they do it, they must have the results. They must look like what they are saying. You want your marriage to work, and you are following somebody that has a broken home. How? Somebody has a broken home and wrote a book on how to build a successful marriage. Are you joking? I heard about somebody that went to Dr. Masmuro's church to preach. He preached so nice, so eloquent. That's how I told you. Don't just follow eloquence. The person must have the result. He preached so nice, everything went so well. Then after some time, you just heard that this person. Now, when he preached so nicely, all the books he has written, they drop it in they added Masmuro added it to his own book, to the church library, to the church bookshop. And it turns out that after some months or some years, he has a broken relationship. Immediately he told them to take out all his material from there, because if what you have written there did not work for you, I'm not sure it can work for anybody. I'm sorry to say that. So by their result, oh, help us. And let me say this, accumulation of knowledge without application will lead to frustration. So stop just reading the books of the mentor, stop just going to their seminars, but to do. Because you will just think, I know it, and I've seen people say that a lot, I know, and there's no result. So they just think because they know, they will start replicating. And when they don't replicate, they will start feeling, oh, what is it not working? Have to do. God bless you. The next thing on the list is commitment and determination. Now, every dream, every purpose has time span before it is fulfilled. From when you discover it to when it starts getting fulfilled. This gap is where people miss it. People think sometimes that because God said it doesn't mean it will go smoothly. In fact, it might even be harder, because that hardship is to build you for the whole thing. So don't think that because it is God or because you are sure that it will just go smoothly. No. You hear people say this thing happened after 10 years. Now, it doesn't mean there will be some little success as we move on. There will be opposition. You might even fail. I used to say this to people. Failure as an event is different from failure as a person. But failure as an event is just anything can just happen. As a matter of fact, I found out that nobody really discovers something at once. They failed severally and they kept moving on. Failure is the key to success. Each mistake teaches something. So you have to be very, very determined and committed. Please It's not something, don't think once you are discovered the purpose, it's going to be so easy. No, you have to go through the rigors, but you can rest assured it's going to come to pass. So don't think there will not be opposition. Don't think there will not be failure. There may be failure, but your determination, I must succeed in this thing, will keep you going. All right. The next thing, which is under commitment and determination, is discipline. See, I've made a video on this initially, so you might want to check that out. But aside, let me just add this. Discipline is acting as demanded, not as desired, or not as comfortable. Now, your body wants to sleep for 8 hours. That is what is desired. But what is demanded of your life now is 5 hours sleep or 6 hours max. So you cannot do as you think. Your body feels like eating a lot, but your health is telling you to cut down your diet. Your body feels doing some gish, but you know that if you do that, it's going to corrupt your body. I don't want to go into details on that. So the truth is, don't act as desired, but act as demanded. That is discipline. If it's some of us reading, you may feel like maybe we are insane. Sometimes you see us reading, we will come back from work, we will not remove our shoes so that we will not feel too relaxed. We'll be reading, walking around as if somebody will pay us. That is discipline. That is as it is required, not as desired. The way it is desired is what? Remove your tie, release the back of the chair and sleep, and hold the book. Next thing is book will just fall off. But because the 2 hours of reading straight must be accomplished, and for the first 30 minutes, sleep is already coming, so you have to stand up as demanded. The Bible says, yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of hands to sleep, so shall their poverty come. That's Proverbs 6:10. The last guy on the list is self-care. Now, this is something very important and we often neglect. Some of us get guilty of this easily, which has to do with taking care of your body. Jim Rohn says something, take care of your body, it is the only place you have to live. Yes. So your mind and my mind is in this body. So if you don't take care of it, you won't. So imagine somebody who wants to read for long, but you can't read for long. You want to read for 2 hours straight, but you have pain. You want to do this, you have pain. So if you don't have the strength, if you are always sick, you will not be able to do anything. So you have to take care of yourself. Like I said, this is something very, very important. Yeah, of course, in as much as sometimes I might sleep maybe 4 hours, 3 hours sometimes, a lot of times I sleep quite really short. But there are days there are days in weeks that I sleep 8 hours for like 3 days straight to quickly revitalize, to quickly restore some things. I notice usually there's always you always see some signs that you should take rest. So once you see those signs, quickly take the rest. So the balance is this: you should stretch yourself, but once you see signs, there's no time you don't see signs. Oh boy, that's one thing I love about the body. You will see signs, start feeling somehow. Once you see that, cut down the activities, rest, then pick up again. That's how you do. But you can't just be resting all the way. The 8 hours sleep is nice medically, but nobody achieves anything good with that. So if I'm going to be sleeping for 4 hours, then what I need to do is sleep for 4 hours for some days, go back to 8 hours for some days, like that. Then eat well. Then exercise. Just 10 minutes push-up, sit-up, squatting, plank. That will help you. Your body system is important. It's not the time you just take you drive, trek sometimes. It's not all the time that you eat all those too fleshy food. Eat fruits. It is well with you. And there's a lot more to say, but I can't just go all of that there. These are the few recipes. There are more recipes, but these recipes have some other ones attached to it. Under commitment and dedication, we also have sacrifice. We also have under discipline, we also have time management. All of those things, which I will still take our time to talk about when we get to leadership soon. It's been a wonderful time together. Please feel free to drop your comment. Let me know how this purpose story has been to you. Remember to share this video to your loved ones. Somebody needs to hear this thing. Do have a wonderful time. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.